This week, the University of Michigan released an incident report about the data breach and internet outage that affected all three of its campuses over the summer.
In August, the school said it detected suspicious activity on their network August 23rd and took the campus network off the internet. It wasn't until days later that the school slowly reconnected parts of their network.
In their report, the university says from August 23rd through the 27th, an unauthorized third party had access to the personal information of an estimated 230,000 people.
Joining us now to continue this conversation is Qiben Yan, assistant professor of computer science and engineering at MSU with extensive experience in cybersecurity. Thanks for being here. All right, Qiben,
glad to be here.
Did the University of Michigan act fast enough to contain and react to this breach?
Well, it is important to know the timeline of the breach. So the University of Michigan, they discovered the suspicious activity at the campus network on August 23rd and disconnect the campus network on August 27th. The network was restored on August 30. So the response time to a data breach can vary widely depending on the circumstances and organization's preparedness. And there are 4 days between the identification and the response. It's hard to say if it's fast enough. Certainly, it's essential for organization to act swiftly, but I want to stress that it's extremely hard to quickly identify and respond to data breach. To know whether the University of Michigan act fast enough would require more detailed analysis of the attacker and the incident.
Qiben, can you explain to us what typically happens with a data breach of this size? I mean, we have heard about ransom situations and some organizations paying ransoms and others effectively defeating the hackers. What are the possibilities after a breach like this is discovered?
Yeah, so there are many possibilities. Basically, the attackers are looking for the vulnerabilities in the systems. Either it's a web server, authentication server, mail server, database, or network gateway, etc. And all those systems would have vulnerabilities. Attackers would explore the vulnerabilities, try to access the system. And they can also use social engineering by sending spamming emails to the internal personnel and try to get access to the internal personnel's account. That could happen. And we have seen many incidents about that. And right now, we don't know the exact technical details of the breach. I'm not sure if the university will disclose that in future, but I think we'll know more when the time goes by.
And Qiben, we reference the university taking its network offline. When that happens, what is going on behind the scenes there?
Yeah, so when the network was offline, I don't know, so they don't specify the exact steps to harden their systems. I believe after taking the network offline, they would focus on strengthening the security measures to prevent further breaches. This would include removing malicious software, if any, updating the system software, restoring the server, patching the vulnerabilities, adding additional security rules and measures to the firewall, enhancing access control, and finally, they would conduct a thorough security data assessment.
It seems like this kind of thing is happening more and more. We've heard a number of universities, higher education institutions, and organizations other than that. Do you think that enough people understand the scope of this issue?
I don't think so. So definitely we need more educations to let people know that these systems are vulnerable. Everyone have to be proactive and vigilant about any, for example, identity theft or data breach that could happen. So you really want to enable two-factor authentication. You want to change your password frequently, and you want to monitor financial accounts and try to make sure that your credits are safe. Those are things that everyone have to be educated. I think internally in all the universities, we have been educating people from time to time to know those security issues can happen, but we need to do more.
And Qiben, before you go, if someone's data was compromised, what can they do in response?
Yeah, so if individuals, they discover that their data has been compromised, they should take immediate steps to mitigate the risks. They should definitely change the password. They should enable two-factor authentication if they have not yet. They should keep monitoring their financial accounts and try to freeze their credit reports to prevent identity theft. Additionally, if they found an incidence of identity theft, they should report it to relevant authorities and law enforcement. and consider seeking legal advice if needed. So it is crucial to be vigilant and proactive in protecting our personal data after such a breach.
All right, Qiben Yan, MSU Professor of Computer Science. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.